kid. How you doing? Today's amazing fairy story is The Elves and the Shoemaker. Once upon a time, there was a poor but hard-working little old shoemaker and a poor but hard-working little old shoemaker's wife. They had no money at all, not even a piece of cheese for a sandwich for a mouse. The little old shoemaker couldn't even make one pair of shoes for a baby's feet to sell in his shop because he didn't have any leather. Tired and exhausted one night, after struggling to make the little bit of leather go far enough, he went to bed and prayed to God to help him. The next morning, the shoemaker woke up, cold and hungry. He found shoes, ba-da! Completely finished on the workbench. They looked brilliant, the best pair of shoes he'd ever seen. After a while, someone came into the shop. "Wow," said the customer. "These are the best shoes I've ever seen. I love them. I'll pay you twice the normal price if you'll let me take them away now." The poor but hard-working little old shoemaker and the poor but hard-working little old shoemaker's wife were so happy. They bought food and drinks, they bought wood for the fire, and then, because they had everything they wanted, they gave some of their riches to other people who had no money themselves. The next evening, the same thing happened again. Another pair of shoes, boing, appeared on the workbench overnight. And the next, and the next, and the next, until the shop was full of the best shoes in the land. The shoemaker and his wife were so happy. Then one evening, shortly before Christmas, the shoemaker said to his wife, "Let's not go to bed tonight. Let's stay up and see if we can solve the mystery of the appearing shoes." The little old shoemaker's wife agreed. "I agree," she said agreeingly. They both hid themselves in the workshop and waited to see what would happen. They couldn't believe their eyes, and neither would you if you had seen an orangutan. Oh, no orangutans. It was two little elves scurrying out of a mouse hole in the wall, and they ran across the floor of the shop. The little elves quickly jumped up onto the workbench and sat making a pair of the most wonderful shiny shoes. Well, said the little old shoemaker's wife. "These little elves have been so good to us. We need to do something nice for them to show them how grateful we are. I'll make them some clothes to keep them warm." "Good idea. I'll make some shoes. After all, I am a shoemaker," said the little old shoemaker. And that was exactly what they did. That night, they sat up late again to watch for the elves. Sure enough, the two little men came scurrying across the floor of the shop. This time, they stopped and shouted, "Whoopee!" because they saw the clothes. They quickly put them on and then danced off out of the shop door, and the shoemaker and his wife never saw them again. They were well off now, and always remembered what the elves had done for them, remembered to thank God, and remembered to help others just like they had been helped. And they all lived happily ever after. Fair enough.